Welcome back. Nearly 1 million homeowners are going to be out of a homeowner's insurance policy if State Farm leaves the state as they say they're going to. So here today to talk about this, what you can do as a homeowner to protect yourself regardless of who your insurance company is insurance attorney Ted Corless. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
This is kind of an ongoing thing with State Farm leaving all those customers. So let's first address, if you are with State Farm, what do you need to be doing now?
Well, I think right now the important thing for all insureds in the state of Florida, I'm not a State Farm insured, but something that all insureds need to do is to record the condition of your home. The reason for that is that if you find yourself with a new carrier, you're going to want to make sure that you know exactly what condition the house is before that new company steps in.
And this applies whether or not you're losing State Farm or just shopping around.
Absolutely.
You need this protection regardless.
You're absolutely right. Every year you're going to get a renewal notice from your insurance company, and you should use that renewal notice as a reminder to do that. Get a video camera, walk around your house, inventory your items. You know, as we see all the fires that are going on in Myrtle Beach, I'm sure those people had very little notice that they were going to be having to evacuate. And had they done this previously, that would be a real benefit to them.
Now, if you are one of those State Farm customers and you're in that state of limbo, you should be out shopping, I assume, and making comparisons and getting other quotes.
Well, I think all insured should educate themselves about what their options are all the time. And right now there are a lot of legislative activities that are going on in Tallahassee that we hope, I hope as a person who owns a home in the state of Florida, will resolve the problem. But knowing what your options are if things do change is definitely going to be beneficial to you.
What happened, as much as you can, with State Farm to get us to this point where they said enough is enough, and the governor's in a sense saying good riddance?
Right, and I think that's exactly the word he used. You know, the thing about the State Farm issue is that in 2004, it was a game changer for the insurance industry. So the issue that we're seeing with State Farm right now is just emblematic of the whole insurance crisis. To give you an example quickly, in 2008, when Allstate was punished for violating some administrative rules, one of their punishments was that they had to write 100,000 policies. I don't know a lot of industries where when you break your own rules, you have to sell your product. That tells us that this is probably far beyond a State Farm versus Charlie Crist issue.
Yeah, that's an interesting punishment, is you have to do the business you're in business
That's
of.
absolutely right.
And you mentioned the legislature, and there are things going on in Tallahassee during this session right now that may affect the way we get insured, have insurance, the way we pay for it, I guess. How much?
That's right. Because one of the issues that came up, now one of many with State Farm that was reported in the media, is that there are issues regarding how they calculate premiums. And there are some really smart people in Tallahassee right now representing the people of the state of Florida who've come up with some ideas that they think will solve not only the dispute with State Farm, but potentially the whole insurance crisis that we're facing.
Well, we got a week left. We'll see what happens. I think your bottom line here is to make sure that you are informed as an insured customer. You're shopping around and recording what you've got so that you don't get lost or not what you're owed.
That's right. That's right. It's your most important investment, and it's really easy to take photos of it. So I encourage that.
All right, Ted, good advice. Thanks for coming in, kind of filling us in on some of these things that are happening right now.
Great.
We're going to come right back, check your weather and traffic together, also your top stories. So stay with us. You're watching Link News Now this morning on 6 TV.